A ball goes into a net. That's it. That's the whole sport. So why does the entire planet lose its mind over it every 4 years? Because the second you actually understand what's happening, football becomes the most addictive game on earth, and in the next 5 minutes you're going to understand every single rule. No jargon, no confusion, just simple, fast explanations that finally make sense. Let's start with the basics. 2 teams, 11 players each, one ball. The goal, literally, is to kick that ball into the other team's net more times than they kick it into yours. You can't use your hands, not your arms, not your fingers, nothing. Only your feet, chest, head, and legs. Sounds insane, right? Try controlling a ball with your foot while running full speed. It's basically full-body juggling under pressure. There's one exception, the goalkeeper. That's the one player allowed to use their hands, but only inside a special box in front of their own goal. Step outside that box, and suddenly they're just a regular player again. No hands allowed. Now let's talk about the field, because this is where most beginners get lost. It's called a pitch. At each end, there's a goal. In front of each goal is a big rectangle called the penalty area. Why does it matter? Because if you get fouled inside that box, the other team gets a penalty kick. Basically a free, nearly unstoppable shot from 12 yards out. One mistake in that box can cost an entire game. Speaking of fouls, this is where football gets dramatic. A foul happens when a player illegally trips, pushes, or tackles an opponent. When that happens, the referee can pull out a card. Yellow card? That's a warning. 2 yellows equal an automatic red. A straight red card? That player is instantly ejected. Gone. And here's the wild part. Their team has to finish the game with one less player. No substitute allowed. One reckless tackle can single-handedly wreck an entire match. Now here's a rule that confuses literally everyone new to the sport. Offside. Picture this. An attacking player can't just stand next to the goalkeeper waiting for a pass. That's cheating the system. So the rule says when the ball is passed forward, the attacker has to have at least one defender, other than the goalkeeper, between them and the goal line. If they don't, offside. Play stops. It's football's version of no camping allowed. Sounds simple, but professional teams have entire strategies built just around breaking this rule at the perfect millisecond. Some goals get canceled by literally centimeters. That's how precise this game actually is. Let's talk time. A match lasts 90 minutes split into 2 45-minute halves. But, and this trips up every new fan, the clock never stops. Even when players are injured, subbed, or arguing with the ref, time keeps running. To make up for that lost time, referees add extra minutes at the end of each half. That's called stoppage time. Some of the most dramatic goals in football history have happened in the final seconds of stoppage time. If the game ends tied, in a regular match that's totally fine. It just ends in a draw. But in a knockout tournament like the World Cup playoffs, a draw isn't allowed, so they play 30 extra minutes. Still tied? It comes down to penalty kicks. One shooter, one goalkeeper, pure pressure. This is where legends are made, and where entire nations either celebrate or completely fall apart. Oh, and one more thing that confuses Americans instantly. Football is what the rest of the world calls soccer. Same sport, different name. Over 200 countries play it. It's the single most popular sport on the planet. Bigger than basketball, bigger than the NFL, bigger than almost anything else combined. So let's recap fast. No hands except the goalkeeper. Fouls bring cards. Offside stops cheap goals. The clock never stops, but stoppage time fixes that, and knockout games get settled by penalties. Here's the truth. Football isn't complicated. It just looks that way until someone breaks it down for you. Once you understand these rules, every match suddenly becomes tension, strategy, and drama from the very first whistle. If this finally made football click for you, hit subscribe, because next time we're breaking down the tactics the pros use to actually win.